Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to Watch You Want, and thanks for logging on. Today, we're looking at the Omega Speedmaster Triple Date Automatic. You can see this unique, complicated chronograph on our website, watchyouwant.com. Purchase it there. And if you enjoy these videos, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, Watch You Want Inc. You can also click on the card in the upper right-hand corner of the screen at any time to see our full listing for this watch, with additional high-res images and, of course, complete pricing information. Now, on my wrist, 6 1/3 inches, 16 centimeters in circumference, this watch has the classic profile of a speedy reduced or speedy automatic, which is to say 38 millimeters across the round of the case. Now, where this one sets itself apart is in the additional thickness created by the triple date complication. This one's 14 millimeters thick, which in a solid gold case means it adds quite a bit of impressive precious metal heft, but with a sloped tachymetric bezel, it does have a fighting chance against a looser sleeve or a blazer or sport jacket cuff. But from lug to lug, it's quite compact. 44.5 millimeters from lug to lug means that this watch has an outsized visual impact, so if you want a watch that really makes an entrance but won't overwhelm a smaller wrist, this rose gold speedy triple date is a great choice. Now, it does have that impressive heft on the wrist, and that in part because it's thick and because it has a solid gold case back. But one of the real highlights of the watch is that it has one of the most impressive clasps you'll ever see on a Speedmaster of any stripe. Now, completely 18-karat rose gold like the case, this rather massive single-fold deployant is a rich appointment for a Speedmaster, really adding a lot of heft to the watch and gravitas to the model. By itself, this clasp is probably about as massive as a Jaeger-LeCoultre Master Ultra Thin 34 like that I reviewed previously on the channel. Real impressive and adds a lot of value and perceived quality to this Omega Speedmaster Triple Date. Now, the model, the triple date, actually originated in the early 90s, but this particular variation of it has post-1995 hallmarks and probably hails from the 1996 to 1997 time frame. You see, this watch gives you a lot. You've got an AM-PM scale at 9 o'clock on the dial. That 24-hour dial is keyed to the hour hand at center, so it essentially gives you the distinction between AM and PM. You can see that the triangular hour index on that scale is pointing to the AM section of the dial, so this is in fact just past 5 a.m. in the morning. Now, it also features a triple date, a radial indicator for the date itself, and aperture indicators for the day and the month. Now, the radial date as well as the month are adjusted using the crown, and the day of the week is adjusted using a case side pusher corrector. But realistically, as much information as this watch gives you, civil time at center, the calendar time, and of course the chronograph hours, minutes, and seconds, it nevertheless derives most of its visual impact from the incredible contrast of this gilt-style printing and applied gold elements on a matte black dial base. Like the case itself, the dial really pops. It's got a huge visual footprint. In a relatively tidy watch package, this is a watch that punches above its weight and looks completely at home amidst the likes of Patek Philippe, Vacheron Constantin, Jaeger-LeCoultre. It's beautifully finished and wonderfully executed. As I said earlier, the watch has gravitas. It's a truly impressive timepiece in the hand and to the eye. Now, inside the case is a tank tough movement. What's known as the Omega Caliber 1150 forms the basis of this triple date movement. That itself is derived from the famed unidirectional winding Valjoux 7750 chronograph caliber. So you get a solid 42 to 44 hours of power reserve, efficient unidirectional winding, and you can feel that Valjoux wobble when it's on the wrist. You also get the reliability of a set it and forget it automatic timepiece. So that triple date, the chronograph, the civil time at center, all of that is about as trouble-free as a complicated watch can get. So while it has the visual presence of those haute de gamme brands I mentioned earlier, this one can be serviced by any competent watchmaker who knows his ETA. This is a truly unique timepiece. Amongst the speedies, most that you're going to see are going to be the stainless steel automatic reduced or the well-known Moonwatch. When you start looking at two-tone examples, triple date examples, and the precious few executed entirely in precious metal, now you're getting into the rarefied realm of a mainstream brand, in this case Omega, that's produced a series of watches that are decidedly scarce. This is not the Speedy you're going to see at the Omega Heavy office. If you're at an office where it's basically Breitling, Rolex, Omega, you're going to have the one that no one has. Heck, even amongst Omega collectors, if you gather with your local Omega maniacs, you're simply not likely to see this watch again. And again, it does have a huge visual impact. So if you want to wear this one with your best, believe me, it's going to help you dress for success. But above all, this is one for the enthusiast, a sort of inside baseball watch for those who really know the speedy back catalog. This Omega Speedmaster Automatic Triple Date is ready for your next watch engagement, wherever it may be. You can see it and you can buy it on our website, watchyouwant.com.